YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about how to prepare for Coachella. Coachella is a 3-day festival that happens for 2 weekends in Indio, California, and it is a beast of a festival to tackle. This festival was one of the reasons why I started VIBEWITHADE, because when I was preparing for Coachella last year for the first time, I had no idea what to expect. How hot is it gonna be? What do people wear? Like, how much money do I need to bring? What is camping like? All those questions, I had no idea what I was doing. So I kind of dove in head first, and that's why I wanted to create VIBEWITHADE as a way to share my tips and tricks and my experience from Coachella and hopefully be able to pass it on to you. So I've already written a blog post, which I will link down in the description, but this is kind of me more verbally telling you what being at Coachella is actually like and how you can best prepare. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, follow me at VIBEWITHADE on all my social medias, like this video, let me know how I'm doing. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment below. One of the first things I definitely did was go through Coachella's website. They do have a lot of great resources on there, so be sure to check those out. I can link those also in the bottom as well, of just, they have their general tips of what you can bring into the festival, what you can't bring into the festival, things like that. So I will link that down below. Video is more of like the actual experience of what to expect and how you need to prepare. So my first tip is be prepared for the weather. If you are not usually used to desert climate, you are gonna be in for like a rude awakening. I'm from Arizona, born and raised, lived there my whole life. Our summers get up to 120 degrees and I was still not prepared for the Coachella heat. It is so hot during the day, so make sure that you have like a fan, a spray bottle, you're wearing like loose fitting clothing, clothes that you can like breathe in. It gets pretty hot. I remember watching Griffin last year and we were directly at like where the sun was still hitting as the sun was setting, but it was still so hot. So just be prepared for that. Drink lots of water. Sometimes get so like in the music that I don't want to like go run and get water. So like stay hydrated, keep hydrated, all sorts of things. Also, another weird thing, if you're like a YouTuber, vlogger, or you like want to have your GoPro, my GoPro got so hot that it like died on me on the first day of Coachella. I just remember I was like, got like some shots of our campsite, got our shots of like getting in, and then like we got to the Do Lab and dead. I tried charging it and it was dead for the rest of the weekend. So just be careful with that. You like never know. Totems are another thing. If you aren't used to going to like EDM festivals or other festivals where you can have like a flag or a totem or something, they're not allowed at Coachella. So last year we ended up finding this like blue inflatable dolphin somehow in the Do Lab, and we used that as our totem for the rest of the weekend. And some people, I saw someone with like a crutch, I saw some people with other inflatables, an umbrella. Just do something for your group that's gonna like be easy to spot and that you guys can be able to find each other, because service does get a little rough sometimes. With cell phone service, during the day it was pretty good, and then as nighttime happens, when more and more people are coming in, that's when service started getting a little spotty. But it also depends on where you're standing in the crowd. If you're super like at front of the stage, on the rail type thing, your service isn't gonna be that great. But if you're more towards the back, you might be able to you might be able to get some phone service. Definitely check out all the attractions that Coachella has to offer. They have the Ferris wheel, which if you're like one of the first like I think 300 people or something in the gates, you get a free ticket to go on the Ferris wheel, which was really fun. At the start of like day one is a good time to go get all your merch. So if you want to get like an artist shirt or you want to get like a Coachella branded shirt, that would be a good time to go get it so your size doesn't run out. Other attractions, like last year there were the piñatas, there was like a huge tree house thing, there's the Antarctic Dome, which was so cool to be in. It was sponsored by like HP, and it was just like this visual like all around you kind of experience. We went in that maybe 6 times the entire weekend just because it had AC and it was really cool. And no matter where you sat at, you got some type of different experience, or you saw something different that wasn't there before. So definitely check out those attractions. Go early, walk around, see what Coachella has. There's so many cool art installations that'll be like your perfect Instagram photo on Instagram photos. What I did is the moment I got in the gates, I took my photos and then I was done the rest of the day, because it's hot, sweaty, your makeup starts to sweat off and your outfit starts to not look as perfect as you're dancing around. And so the moment I got in the gates, I took all my photos and then boom, I was done. I probably took maybe 20 photos the whole Coachella weekend. When it comes to stages, the Do Lab is probably my favorite stage, just because it was so like the vibe in there is so much fun, and I didn't know a lot of artists playing there, but it was like cool because they have people like spraying water. It just was like a good way to get away from the heat while also listening to some cool tunes, and also be on the lookout for their surprise sets. Last year I caught Skrillex in the Dulab. It was probably top 5 sets of like my entire life. Like this was end of day 2. My energy was running low already, and I just used whatever energy I had left for that set, and it was like so much fun. So be on the lookout for those. They'll usually tweet it out, or our group, we had people like go to the Dulab and then text us. And I remember like my friend Celeste, she texted me like Skrillex, and I was like, wait, like the Skrillex? Definitely like be on the lookout for those surprise guests because you never know who they're gonna bring. The Sahara Tent is probably one of the coolest productions in all of like probably the festivals I've ever been to besides like EDC. The production in there level is so good with the visuals and whatever like lighting they have set up. Like I was blown away by that production, but it's so packed in there, and it just like, oh, I just like think about it. It's like people literally being on top of each other, and it's so hot and it gets so musty. But I had seen so many cool sets in there, so it's like I have like a love-hate relationship. Like I love it and I appreciate it when it's not super packed. If there's someone you want to see, you need to get there like 2 sets before. Like me and my friend Cami really wanted to see Dylan Francis. Like that was our only goal for day 1, was that we would see Dylan Francis like have a good spot in the Sahara Tent. So we went 2 sets before, which was cool because I saw Steve Angelo, I saw Empire of the Sun, and I saw Dylan Francis, and we were in a pretty good spot. But if we were like trying to get in for Dylan Francis, like it would have been impossible. And I experienced that with day 2 with Martin Garrix. Like I was so excited to see Martin Garrix, and like I couldn't even get into my friends to like see Martin Garrix. Like I was from outside, so I ended up leaving because like it was so packed. Be prepared for that Sahara Tent. But other stages are totally fine. They're kind of like a distance away from each other, so if you want to see like a full set of someone, be sure to get leave 15 minutes of walking time. Or you could book it like me. When I heard Skrillex was happening, I was all the way at main stage and had to run to the Dulab, and that was like a sprint because I was so excited. So it just kind of depends. Yuma stage is huge because they have AC in there and they have couches in there, and the vibe is really groovy in there. So if you have a little break, go in the Yuma stage, thank me later. So I had this little bit about when you get to the venue, and it honestly just depends on like when you want to go. If you're camping, you're gonna have most like ease of access of getting to the venue just because you have a straight like walk to it. You're probably about a 5-minute walk from our camping site to the front gate, and we had no issues getting in. Of course, when you go later during the day, it might be during peak times when everyone's trying to get in. Just kind of depends. I know for shuttle riders, you might have a different experience, and so just plan ahead. I know I had friends who did the shuttle, and they would say that they're on their way, and then they probably wouldn't get in until like an hour and a half later. So just plan ahead based on who you want to see. Maybe plan for an hour if you're coming from not the camping grounds. Thieves. Be careful, be aware of your surroundings with everything going on. I had so many friends like almost get their phones stolen or did get their phones stolen. It could be as easy as your group is like navigating through like the Sahara Tent and someone just whoop, snatches it and runs. So just be careful with your phones. I usually tend to like, if I have like a backpack, I'll put it in deep inside my backpack just so like if someone's really trying to get into my backpack, I could like feel it and I can tell that they're trying to get in, and they won't. Usually I'll keep like gum, chapstick, things that aren't really that important on like the outer pockets, and then my wallet, my phone, all that will be inside the backpack. So onto what you can and can't bring. Get a camelback, get a Vibedration, get a Dan pack, get something that will keep you hydrated, or have a reusable water bottle or something to keep you hydrated. Oh, I'm still so salty about this. If you're not allowed to bring like a selfie stick. I don't know if they changed the rules this year, but not like a selfie stick, but like they made me throw away my GoPro like stick, which I was really mad about because it was on the first day. So like I had to carry my GoPro like this, which my GoPro died anyway, but just be wary of that. They might make you throw it out. Bring a bandana. That will help keep all the dust out, especially if you're going weekend 2 when the grass isn't as pretty as it was the first weekend. Everyone's moving around, it kicks dirt up, it kicks dust up. If you have really bad allergies, like you're gonna need a bandana. Get a bandana. I had one for each day just because I'm like so extra and I wanted it to match with like all my outfits, and also because like they get dirty, and because I was camping, I didn't really have anywhere else to like clean them without like getting more dirt, so it was kind of like a fresh start each day. Tissues and wet wipes are huge for those porta potties. They are not not the prettiest. They are so gross, and so get tissues, get wet wipes just in case like toilet paper runs out, hand sanitizer runs out. Just have that all set up for you. Portable chargers are huge. They will save your life, keep your phone alive. I brought 3 portable chargers with me, one for each day, because I was camping, so I didn't really have a source of like power because I didn't want to like charge my phone with like my friend's car and then their car battery died. In the camping sites, they also have places for you to charge your stuff, so that's what I would go do, is that I would charge my portable charger and then like my phone would charge and we'd be good to go. Another thing that's really good that will help you save battery life is if you go into your phone, you go into settings and then you go into cellular, you can turn off data for all those apps that you are not using. So I turned all my apps off, and I turned off all the notifications, and then my phone battery like is 1,000 times better because it's not using those apps. Another thing, like I already said, get fans, get a cold towel, get a spray bottle, get something that will help keep you cool, and your neighbors around you will love you. And especially if you're going through the crowd, I would always like be fanning people like, oh, I'm so sorry, I need to get through, and they don't care because I'm fanning them and they're like, they feel better. So helps you get through the crowd as well. Money, that's one really big thing, is that you can go to Coachella and you can survive maybe off like $50, but you could also go to Coachella and ball out. Whatever depends on how you want to spend your money and how you want to budget. I brought some food to the campsite, and that was like my breakfast and that was like my snack when I came back. But I budgeted about probably like $60-ish, maybe 60 to 100 probably for the whole weekend, just for like food. I planned for like one big meal each day, which like the portions can be really big. Like I got this paella that was so good. I ended up splitting it with a lot of my friends because they couldn't even finish it all, and I didn't want it to go waste. And the popsicles are really good, so I would always budget for like a popsicle. And then I wanted to get like a merch shirt, so I budgeted for that. So you can really like, you can make it through spending like $50 and like be fine. And then you can also ball out if you want to like get drinks, if you want to get more food, if you need to get more food, that kind of thing. Just depends on what budget you're kind of running on. I've already touched on this a little bit, but the food and water. The water stations are like few and far, kind of. Get water while you can, and then like if the lines are too long, we ended up going to the bathroom because it was the same water and like filling up our hydration packs there, and it ended up working out really well, and that water was like even colder than like what was in the water station. So that's like another pro tip. The food is so good. I had like mozzarella sticks, I had paella, I had churros, I had popsicles, and people got watermelon, and the food is like really good. So, and I got mac and cheese. Oh, the mac and cheese was really good. No matter what you get, like you won't go wrong with food. So I would at least try and budget for food each day, and you will not be disappointed. What to wear. So I will also put a link down in the description of some blog post that I just wrote about what to wear to Coachella. The biggest thing I recommend is flowy, loose-fitting clothing. Breathe in and things that you can like dance in, just because it is so hot. So day one, everything I got from Forever 21, it was super easy. It was super easy. I made it just online shop, put everything in the cart. I had some items beforehand, so I just got some more accessories, just kind of depending on what I wanted to wear. You can go super extravagant or you can go super basic. No one really cares about like what you're wearing at Coachella. It might be perfect for your Instagram, so wear what you're gonna be comfortable in. I got a maroon romper from Forever 21, and it was seriously so comfortable for me for day one, and I could dance in it. I didn't get super hot in it, and it was like flowy, so it had like, I guess, ventilation, which is good when you're in the desert. And then day two, I wore this romper that I got from Forever 21 as well, and some like flowy denim shorts, but they weren't like actual denim. It was like that chambray type fabric that you see a lot with like the denim shirts, but it was like in shorts form. That was super comfortable as well. Day three, I wore a mesh shirt and a bralette. I did wear denim shorts that day, and I didn't have too much of an issue. Thankfully with the denim shorts, I wasn't that uncomfortable. I did see some people wearing overalls that had a like good experience with that. Usually wearing like a bralette and some overalls is a really cute look. Definitely recommend like flowy shorts, flowy rompers, flowy dresses, anything you think that like you could be comfortable in and that you won't get super hot in is a good thing. And you could also dress up any look you have. Like I could wear this black dress and just like throw on a hat or throw on like a fun necklace, things like that. You can have so much fun with it, and you could do like face jewels, glitter, anything you want to do. Coachella is like all about the music and the art, so it's all about expressing yourself and however you want to do that. So be sure to try everything on beforehand, make sure you're gonna be comfortable in it. And my last tip is seriously enjoy every moment that you're there. It's so much fun. Like, I'm so sad I won't be at Coachella this year. I have such fond memories of it. Enjoy every moment, take those photos, but don't let that like overrun your experience. Like, oh, I didn't get a good Instagram, like Coachella was awful. Like, do not have that mindset. Like, go there for the music, go there to meet people, go there for the art. Coachella is seriously such a great experience, and so like not very many people get to experience it. And so that's something that I've always like realized, is that like it is such an incredible opportunity to get to go to Coachella. And so enjoy every moment while you can. Enjoy your time with your friends. Let me know if you like this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to vibe with me. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any more questions down in the comments. Bye guys.